Interesting Facts About the Bible, Part 56. Did you know that archaeologists have found physical evidence of the prophet Isaiah from the Bible? So many skeptics of Scripture try to tear it apart and say it isn't real. They like to go back and say that the people in the Bible didn't even write what they did. They're trying to say this about Isaiah. Isaiah is a well-known prophet from the Bible that correctly prophesied things like Messiah would be born to a virgin, and he even prophesied the manner of the Messiah's death by being pierced and having stripes. He even prophesied in very specific detail about Cyprus defeating Babylon. He calls Cyprus by name and describes what happens in detail 200 years before it even happened. It's hard to argue that the Bible and Adonai aren't real when someone like Isaiah is making correct prophecies like this in very specific detail. So the only way to dismiss it is to say that Isaiah wasn't real, that writers simply took on the name of Isaiah after the events happened and wrote about it. That's actually a common argument against most of the prophets of the Bible, as it's the only way to dismiss the accuracy of the prophecies. But then we found something interesting. A seal with the name Isaiah on it, right next to the seal of King Hezekiah. Isaiah was listed as King Hezekiah's advisor in the scriptures, so to find these seals together makes sense and supports the accuracy of the Bible and that Isaiah was in fact a real person. On top of that, we found that underneath the name Isaiah is written most of the Hebrew word Navi, or prophet. Some of the seal is damaged, but the archaeologist studying it says there is enough evidence to suggest, quote, that this bulla was impressed by the seal of Yeshayahu HaNavi, Isaiah the prophet himself. Once again, we find physical evidence to support the truth of the Bible, even after skeptics tried to disprove it.